So have you heard of open banking? The idea has been around for a few years, but it's not exactly a well-known concept. In spite of that, odds are you've already used it in some way, shape, or form without even knowing it. Open banking holds a lot of promise, but also has some potential dangers and pitfalls. Stick around, and in the next few minutes, I'll tell you everything you need to know about this latest revolution in finance. If you're new to the channel, my name is Elliot. I'm a long-time investor, financial advisor, and educator. Please do like and subscribe to stay on top of the new content, and now let's get into the video. So first things first, what does open banking even mean? It's simply the idea that your financial data can be securely shared between banks and authorized third-party providers through the use of software interfaces. Why on earth would you want this? Well, this paves the way for easier use of your data, including more control over it, and also new financial products and applications that can bring additional services to consumers and businesses. Think of it this way, all your banking, investing, and credit data is locked away in its own institution, whether it's the bank, broker, or credit bureau. If you wanted to, say, gather up all that info to apply for a loan or just to have it all integrated in one place for easier monitoring, you would have to contact and coordinate with each institution separately. Open banking would allow a third-party provider of your choosing integrate all your data into one interface, and a number of financial services would now be there for you at the touch of a button. It would be far easier to make payments, check your credit, apply for loans, automate budgeting, and monitor for fraud, just to list a few of the benefits. So that's really the idea behind open banking. Make it a unified experience for consumers and give them more control by funneling multiple financial data streams into one. The way this is done is with application programming interfaces, or APIs for short, which serve as secure channels for communication between all the different programs. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you may already be using this technology without even realizing it. Personal finance and budgeting software, including one of my favorites that I promote here on this channel called Wallet Hub, uses this technology to put all your financial data under one application and integrate it into a big picture that you can monitor far more easily. Examples of other apps that have taken advantage of open banking are You Need a Budget and Mint, which are both personal money management apps, as well as Venmo, a payment app, and Experian Credit Boost, which was a topic of a recent video that you can check out right here. So as you can see, it's a concept that is being put in practice quite a bit, and that's why it's important to know about it, as it's your data that is being accessed. So what about potential dangers and pitfalls that I mentioned at the top of this video? Well, it's not hard to guess what the biggest problem may be, and that is security and data privacy concerns. Open banking involves the sharing of sensitive financial data, and unauthorized access, data breaches, and misuse of personal information are significant risks that must be addressed. Add in the threat of cyber attacks, and you can see how customer trust that open banking is secure is perhaps the #1 concern. The way the industry has addressed this is with strong encryption, authentication, and intrusion detection systems. Third-party vendors and the APIs they use are all subject to regulatory compliance, data protection laws, and continuous monitoring. While there's no such thing as perfect security, and regular banks have had occasional data compromises, these security standards have so far made open banking a relative success, considering it's only been a thing for just a few years thus far. So bottom line, open banking opens up a lot of new opportunities, and the banking and finance world is headed in that direction. It's something you need to know about, and now you do. As always, if you enjoy this content, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.